we'll go ahead with this particular question. So what we have here is there is a man whose weight is 60 kg and he jumps from a height of 50 centimeter onto a diving board of rectangular cross section 30 centimeter width and 2 meter long. So what we have here is maybe we can take it as a swimming pool, and there is a diving board on which a person is standing and is going to jump using the dive using the diving board. Now the cross section is rectangular. The length of your diving board is 2 meter long, and the thickness is not given. As you can see, maybe we will be finding the thickness, and the width is 30 centimeter. As this is in meter, maybe we can convert this into meter or we can convert this into centimeter. But most of the problems in design of machine elements, as we will be having a smaller unit in terms of mm, we can convert this into 300 mm and this into 2000 mm for our simplicity. Now if the maximum stress induced is limited to 400 kg per centimeter square, you should be very careful here. The value is given in kg per centimeter square. In general, we will be having stress in terms of Newton per meter square, but here it is given in terms of kg per centimeter square. So we have to convert this into force, and then we can convert this into Newton per mm square. And the modulus of elasticity is given, which is 1 into 10 to the power 5, again kg per centimeter square. We have to find the thickness. So we will be using impact energy equation to find this. As the man is jumping from a height of 50 centimeter, the energy that he gives to the board will not be his weight, it will be his impact energy. So this will be an impact loading problem. So this problem has to be solved with the help of an impact loading condition. We know that the formula for impact loading is W into H plus del is equal to half P del, where W is the weight that is falling, H is the height from which it is falling, and del is the instantaneous elongation. Half P del is your strain energy. So using this, we will be solving the problem. Let us see how to solve this. So let us convert the values into the appropriate required unit and then go ahead with the problem. So the given data are the mass of the man is given, which is 60 kg. I'm going to convert this into Newton, so 60 into 9.81, that will be the mass of the man. Now the other one that is given is height of 50 centimeters, so I'm going to take the height is equal to 500 mm. So he is going to jump from a height of 500 mm. Then it is a rectangular cross section having width B is equal to 300 mm and T is equal to question mark, which we will be finding. The length is 2000 mm. The limit stress is equal to sigma is equal to 400 into 9.81, that will give me in Newton per centimeter square. So the value of sigma will be 400 into 9.81 Newton per centimeter square. Now to convert this into mm square, I have to multiply this with 400 into 9.81 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per mm square. Right, since it is centimeter square, if I convert this into meter square, I have to multiply that with mm square, I have to multiply that with 10 power 2, because each centimeter square is 100 mm square. But since it is at the denominator, it goes to the numerator as 10 to the power minus 2. And also my Young's modulus is given, which is 1 into 10 to the power 5 kg per centimeter square. So 1 into 10 to the power 5 into 9.81 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per mm square. So these are the values that I have. Now using this, I have to go ahead and find the solution. Now the equation that I will be using is W into H plus del is equal to half P del. Now as we know that this is the weight, that is a weight of the person who is falling, or weight that is allowed to fall on the material, but this is the effect that is being acting on the body. For example, Now so let us take the diving board. So this is your diving board of rectangular cross section. So this is the rectangular cross section. So what we have been given is this B, and we have been asked to find T, where this length is 2000 mm, this is 300 mm. So as the weight is falling from a height h is equal to 500 mm, the impact will create an effect of P here, whereas the weight that is falling is W. So as we know, the formula is W into H plus del is equal to half P del. So let us use the bending moment equation. If you see the condition here, we don't have the value of T that is being included here. Now the speed that is acting at this part creates a stress that is acting on the material, so that is sigma of the bending stress. Now this bending stress should be less than the allowable value. It should be less than the allowable stress. So the allowable stress is already given, where sigma is equal to 400 into 9.81 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per mm square. So now using bending moment equation, now we have already discussed during the different types of stresses that for bending moment sigma is equal to my by I, or we can also write it as m by I by y, which can be replaced with m by z, where z is I by y, which is your section modulus. Now from data book, page number 6.1, if you take a rectangular section for Z, there are actually two formula. So the first formula, there you have maybe in terms of B and H. So here we have B and T. So the two formulas are either B T square by 6 or T B square by 6. Now our task is to find out whether this or this, right? This depends upon whether your moment of inertia about the axis 1 or 2. The two axes are this is your axis 1, the other axis is this one. Now you have to find out if the load that is acting here, what will be the axis about which the rotation will be created. Now if you try to visualize this, now the load that is acting here will try to bend this in this way. So as you can see, the rotation is about the T axis, right, the value T, where it is the axis about which the rotation is not, it will not fully rotate, but the moment of inertia will be about the T axis. So we will choose this formula B T square by 6. You can refer page number 6.1 in your data book to finalize this. So sigma is equal to m by B T square by 6, which is equal to 6 m by B T square. Now the value of m is load into perpendicular distance, so P into 2000 Newton per Newton mm, right, load into perpendicular distance, so Newton mm. So now using this, we will go ahead and solve the condition. So we have one more condition, the deflection. Now the type of support you have here is a cantilever beam. So that also is there in the data book. So if you go back to page number 6.4, 6.5 and all, you have the different types of loading and the formula for deflection. So we'll use 6.4, that first type of loading, because you have a cantilever beam. So this is your cantilever beam, where one end of the end is fixed. This is your diving board, where you have the load acting here, and this is a cantilever beam with a point load at the extreme. So the formula is PL cube. So PL cube by 3EI. So this is the formula for your deflection. So using this, del is equal to PL. We have L as 2000 cube divided by 3 into E, which is given 1 into 10 to the power 5 into 9.81 into 10 to the power minus 2, which we have already discussed. And I, again from your page number 6.1, right? You could use the I formula. We have already found out the formula which we are going to use, that is bt square by 6. Just adjacent to it, you will have the formula bt cube by 12. So from data book page number 6.2, we will have the formula for I as bt cube by 12. So using this, you can take this del in terms of p and t. We don't know t and we don't know p, the other values are known. So this is an equation with p comma t as an unknown. So you can take this and substitute in the formula w into h plus del is equal to p into del by 2. So now this is a single equation. If you see, this w is the weight of the man, which is 60 into 9.81. This h is given as 500 mm. The del is in terms of t you have, and we have this del in terms of t. If you go back, right, we also have the value of p right here in terms of t, because sigma is given the allowable value, m is p into 2000. So this will be in terms of p, and b is given and t. So if you rearrange this equation particularly, we'll have p is equal to b t square into sigma divided by 6 into 2000. So now this b is known, sigma is known. So this p in terms of t can be substituted here. So this will become a single equation with a single unknown, which is t. You will get a quadratic equation. You can solve it using your calculator and find the value of t in terms of mm. That will be your answer. Thank you. Happy learning.